Hi, I'm Bernie Slaven and you're watching Butler Sports TV.
Today we're at Welfare Park, home to Horden Colliery Welfare Football Club since 1908. The club has a rich history here, and it wasn't that long ago that they were in the Northern League, and in fact they won the Division 2 title as recently as 2009. But today's Wearside League match against Jarrow FC could be their last ever match at this ground after a court ruling means that they have to hand the keys back over to the parish council this Thursday.
What we've heard at the minute is still the same as it was on Friday. They're coming on Monday to go around the place and see what's theirs and what's ours. That hasn't changed as of now. From Monday we expect to hand the keys back until Thursday, and up to now that's what's going to happen. But hopefully what they've seen today from a crowd of around 200 people, Horden people, a lot of them, and people from Wales, Oldham, you name it, have come here today to support this club. And that's exactly what it's about. Now, what's happened in the past has happened in the past. That's no longer Horden Colliery Football Club. But what we want is this ground to play football on for Horden people.
And what do you need to do to achieve that, do you think?
Well, we've got the right lads in place on the committee, new lads, and hopefully we can move forward with them. And there is a good structure. We'll put the best we can forward to the council as we can, and we'll take it from there. But believe me, we are trying our hardest.
In the end, the game almost seemed an irrelevance with everything else that's been going on behind the scenes. But these were the two teams that took the field for this historic occasion. With that big crowd behind them, Horden were clearly up for this game from the start, and they were looking to get the 3 points that they needed. But the game was started off quite scrappy. This early challenge here by Jarrow's Nicholas Little on Horden's John Pyle set the early tone. Things, the pressure seemed to be getting to everybody really. But the referee there calmed everybody down, got a grip of the game, and finally we started to see some football. And it was Jarrow at the best of the early opportunity really. It was a bad mix-up in the Horden defence. They failed to clear the ball adequately, and in the end it falls to number 7, Nicholas Little, and his shot there was deflected by John Pyle and it went wide of the goal. But it was Horden who took the lead after half an hour. It was leading scorer Chris Tarn with the finish there from the edge of the box. And once they were in front, Horden started to settle down and began to dominate the game in the lead up to half time. Horden nearly added a second goal soon after the first one. It was a ball from Ryan Brymer that had released Chris Tarn, but this time it was a good save from Jarrow goalkeeper Lee Burrell there to deny Tarn his second. And I say at this point in the game, Horden were really getting on top, and they were looking to get a second goal before half time. They had another opportunity here. This time the ball falls to Brymer himself on the edge of the box, but the shot there didn't really trouble Burrell too much, and he was able to make a comfortable save. Just before half-time, there was another opportunity. There was some good work there from John Bowes on the edge of the area. The referee felt he was maybe slightly over-aggressive there and gave a free kick. But at half-time, it was going to plan for Horden as they led 1-0. And they probably fully deserved that lead as well. From the last sort of 15-20 minutes of the first half, they dominated the game. And they went in with a 1-0 advantage. So Horden came out for the second half looking to complete the job that they'd done so well in the first half for. And they did double their lead, and this was the move that actually led to their second goal. It was a substitute, Thomas Young, who did really well down the right hand side. And although his cross couldn't find anybody in the middle, it was cut out. It did lead to a corner, and it was the corner kick actually, which was taken by Robbie Taylor. And it was a really good corner into the 6-yard box. And it was Daniel Flounders there with the header to make it 2-0. Playing in defence, so he usually plays a more advanced position, but he was in defence today, and he got the goal there with a good header. It was all about the delivery really there from Tate. It was a really good corner into the box, and that's a great header there from Flounders, and it made it 2-0, and that had really good points then. for Horden. And they could really enjoy the rest of the game now from that point on. There was about half an hour still to go at this point, and they would enjoy the celebrations and enjoy the rest of the game. And Horden then added the third goal, which really sort of killed it off. It was a header first of all there from Taylor, which was another really good save there from Burrell. He actually played pretty well on the day, did the Jarrow goalkeeper. But it was Taylor's corner again, with the same combination, and once again it was Flounders there with the volley this time to put the ball in the net and make it 3-0. And it was fully deserved for Horden. They'd really stepped up the pressure in the second half. Again, it was another good corner delivery from Taylor. And Flounders made a good run into the 6-yard box again, and he gets to finish, and it made it 3-0. It was nice and comfortable there for Horden. Their fans could enjoy the rest of the game. In the end, Jarrow did pull a goal back through Stephen Graham, but it made no difference in the end. It finished Horden 3, Jarrow FC 1, and Horden's big day ended in the right way it could really, with a Horden victory. And on the day it was fully deserved. It was a goal from Chris Tyne in the first half, and then 2 second half goals from Daniel Flounders gave Horden the points, and the fans made their feelings to the council quite clear.
So Mark, you must be pleased to have won the game today.
Absolutely. With what's gone on off the field this week, it was nice to get a game underway and to get 3 points, especially after a disappointing performance and result last Saturday. I thought the lads did well, showed a bit of tough game, tough conditions, but yeah, 3 points, and it's onwards and upwards for us, I believe.
You must have been slightly disappointed to concede that one at the end there.
Yes, we were saying that was one of the things we wanted to make sure that we kept a clean sheet, especially again after last week. But it was a bit of a silly goal to concede. But at the end of the day, we scored 3, and that's the main thing. You know, we push on, and next week we're Wolverhampton. It'll be another tough game down the bottom of the league, but it'll be another tough game. But I'm just over the moon with everything that's going on off the pitch. We're just concentrating on the field, and the players have been tremendous. Their attitude, the commitment, you know, the professionalism. They've not caused any problems off the pitch. They've just done tremendous.
And obviously today with a big crowd in as well, it was good to put in a performance for them as well, wasn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you know, as I said, with things that have gone on, the club were asking for people to show the presence today, and that's people have done that, and it's absolutely tremendous. Good turnout. Let's hope we're back again in a 3 or 4 weeks time, I think it is. Ashbrook at home. Let's hope we're back here for that one.
Yeah, a little bit of history. Hartlepool lads, me and Chris Tarn, yet again stepping up to the plate. The lads are like that, but again, yeah. So happy to get on the score sheet. And I was pushed back in defence today, but winning, main thing.
We might come up for that corner at the end for your hat trick.
Would have liked to, but kind of keep things tight. Kind of panicked a bit towards the end of the game. Don't know why, but we seem to be kind of hanging on, even though we had a 2-goal cushion. But I did kind of say I was on penalties if we did get the opportunity, but it's just great to get the win.
Yeah, so you must be pleased there with a big crowd in as well for you.
Yeah, nice to play in front of a few people. If we get the locals down every week, whether we're playing at the Welfare Park or elsewhere, it would be great to, you know, keep a bit of a fan base, and nice really to see the season out and progress next year.
How did you feel the team played today overall? Obviously there was a lot of pressure on you, really, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think we were a bit sloppy first half, kind of waiting for the ball to come to us, waiting for something to happen, and maybe, you know, the goal took a little bit of pressure off, but second half I think the second goal killed it a bit. They did have a bit of pressure towards the end, and it did feel like we were hanging on a bit, but I'd probably say we were 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, but win's the main thing, you know, rather play badly and win rather than play well and lose. So
yeah, I think today was about the result, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and like I said, if it is the last game at the Welfare Park, then sign up for the win.
And you've put yourself in the history books anyway.
Exactly, yeah. 9th of the season as well for the lads, that is.
Fantastic, all played today. Cheers.
So, the people of Horden have spoken. Horden Parish Council is now over to you.